First, coming before everything in time, order, or importance. Pad A, Launch Complex 39, Kennedy Space Center, Florida. Destination, the Moon. 4 days after takeoff, Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the Moon with only 20 seconds of fuel remaining. 600 million people worldwide watched the first humans set foot on the Moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Did you know that because of the conditions in the atmosphere, those first lunar footprints could stay on the surface of the Moon for millions of years? Before 1954, people thought running the 4-minute mile was impossible. Then Oxford medical student Roger Bannister met the challenge and broke the record. One athlete overcame a physical barrier, and suddenly other athletes realized the barrier didn't exist anymore. Bannister showed the way. Over the next 40 years, 700 athletes followed him. Incredibly, Bannister didn't break the 4-minute mile in an actual race. He just wanted to prove it was possible. When people want to eat away from home, they usually choose to eat hamburgers. Hamburgers first appeared at the World Food Fair in St. Louis in 1904. But this all-American favourite didn't become popular right away. Up until the 1920s, most Americans hadn't even tried one. As people started to travel, they didn't want to waste time. Fast food was the perfect answer. In 1937, two brothers opened their first self-service drive-in. Maurice and Richard McDonald created the first production line food. Today, the hamburger is a cultural icon. The hamburger changed the eating habits of a whole planet. But did you know Russia had to wait more than 50 years before McDonald's opened in Moscow? Mount Everest. It was a real challenge. Nobody could get to the top. Many people died trying to get there. Schoolmaster George Mallory and his partner Andrew Irvine were the first men to try to get there, but they disappeared in 1924. The first man to reach the top of Mount Everest climbed it nearly 30 years later. 33-year-old beekeeper Edmund Hillary became the first man to step onto the roof of the world. Since then, hundreds of climbers have climbed Everest. Hillary said that he and his fellow climber, Sherpa Tenzing, were the lucky ones. They were the first to find the route, cut the steps, and fix the ropes. Did you know today, for only $35,000, you can get a guided trek to the top? As we go about our busy routines, it's hard to believe that 15 billion years ago, there was nothing. Then the Big Bang happened, and life began. At the Big Bang, time and space began. At the Big Bang, time and space began. The world's first ever first. But some scientists believe everything could end in another Big Bang. And that could be the end of the world.